Christopher going against Jarrett and Lawler.
Great bout.
Yeah, just take a look at some of the highlights down toward the end of the match. Watch this.
Christopher whips Jeff into the rope. Jarrett leaps over, comes back under again, set. And a big kick from Jeff Jarrett. Just kind of shoved Christopher down that time. Jeff over trying to get tag on Lawler. Christopher gets the tag on Luger. And Jarrett tags the king. Strap comes out. And look at Jarrett Lawler. Left and right to send Luger down. Now it's Christopher. Everybody's in there. Jarrett whips Christopher into the rope. Picks him up and throws him down face first. What a move from Jeff Jarrett. Slams Christopher into the turnbuckle. Hey, Jarrett Lawler's got Lex Luger, and he falls towards the narcissist. Lawler falls towards Luger over there, and the king says, wait just 1 minute, though. Lawler looks like he may have fire in there. Trying to tell Luger, hey, oh boy, come on, 23-50 rather. The king, Jarrett Lawler, burned fine Christopher in there as Luger, Lex Luger, tried to get out of the way. Oh boy, and it all breaks loose. Bruce Brothers, Ron and Don Harris jump on Lawler and Jarrett, along with Lex Luger, and they jump on downtown Bruno too. Oh boy, they got Bruno laid out. Now Bruno with, oh, look at it. Hey, Ron and Don Harris, the Bruce Brothers, with that chair, nailing away on downtown Bruno with it. Samples and all of them in here. Boy, we got to get this kind of stuff hooked up. Bruce Brothers, Ron and Don Harris, Bert Prentice and Mike Samples.
Well, Jeff Jarrett and downtown Bruno have joined me here just as we wrap up the highlights of that.
What a great crowd we got today. They are fired up today. You know, Dave, when I was watching that tape, the first thing I thought when it came to my mind, I thought of the song Great Balls of Fire. And Brian Christopher, you know how that feels. But as the tape went along, Brian, you know, it seems like I thought of that song, Friends in Low Places by Garth Brooks. Yeah, it's a great song, but Brian Christopher thinks he's so real big and bad the last couple of weeks because he's been hanging around Howard Finkel. And ever since he met Howard, he's got friends like Doink the Clown. He wants to bring in Lex Luger, and the list keeps going on. And now he's got the Harris brothers. And Brian thinks I've heard him say that he thinks this is going to be the greatest six-man tag team that he's ever put together because he's the brains and the Harris brothers are the brawn. Well, Brian Christopher, I am so sick and tired. Like I said last week, I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired of talking about you. Now, it's no news that I'm mad at you, Brian. And it's no news that Jerry Lawler is mad at you, Brian.
Speaking of that, we've got Jerry Lawler sent in an interview. So
well, let's listen to that right now.
Right here,
King will have some good words.
Yeah, listen to this.
I want to say a few words to Ron and Don Harris. I don't know if you guys realize it or not, but you've bought yourself some big problems. You know, I'm standing beside a big face right here, but and you are going to think that this man's face is this big that you're going to have to get in the ring with Monday night. Because you see, I'm sure that when you thought you'd stick your nose into mine and Jeff's business last week, come in there and push around a little guy like downtown Bruno, I'm sure that made you guys feel like you were big and tough. But you know what? Other people got friends too. Downtown Bruno got on the phone and called his big friend. That's right, the Giant Gonzales. Now, when I say big, I am talking big. I'm talking bigger than Andre the Giant, who was 7 feet 4 inches tall. Well, this Giant Gonzales is 8 feet tall. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm sure you guys think, oh, hey, we're the biggest thing in the USWA. And right now, you may be, because I understand you're about 6'7". But 8 feet tall is what I'm talking. The Giant Gonzales is 8 feet tall, and when he wraps those big hands around your little scrawny necks, he's going to squeeze them till your eyeballs pop out. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Because we were just about this far away from completely doing away with the punk Brian Christopher and Lex Luger until you guys interfered. Well, you won't be doing any more interfering after this week, I can assure you. And whenever you see downtown Bruno, you will hightail it the other way as quick as you can. And now as for you, Brian Christopher, it seems like you always want to try to run and hide behind somebody. Now you think you're going to hide behind the Twin Towers. You think they're real big, and you'll be able to scrunch way down and peek around and keep them real occupied and keep everybody not being able to get to you. Well, I can tell you this. It's not going to work because we're going to get you. The Giant Gonzales is going to take care of both of the Harris brothers, and that's going to just leave you, Brian Christopher, for me and Jeff. And this Monday night, if you think last week was hot, you wait till this Monday night. We got some big, big plans for you, punk.
Well, there's a word.
And the king can always back up what he says. So, Brian, like I said earlier, it's no news that I'm mad at you, and it's no new news that Jerry Lawler's mad at you. But what is new news is that downtown Bruno, you know him, he'll go to any depth to get the job done. And, Bruno, tell him what kind of job you're going to get done.
Well, it's just like this. Like Jeff said, Brian Christopher has some friends in low places. But you see, Dave, I got some friends in high places. I mean, way up there high. I mean, where you got to put on a neck brace. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to try to get the concession for neck braces at the Mid-South Coliseum. Everybody's going to be looking up. But particularly when Jeff gets a hold of one of those goofy Harris brothers, and when the Kingfish gets a hold of the other one, that leaves the Giant Gonzales to get hold of that clown Brian Christopher. And believe me, when he gets hold of him, there won't be nothing left but a dark spot on the mat, Dave. And you know why? Because the Giant Gonzales has a hand bigger than my whole body. The man wears a size 24 boot. This man is over 8 foot tall, and he happens to be a real good friend of downtown Bruno's. I promise you this, there won't be nothing left of Brian Christopher, and I'm planning on leaving that Coliseum and going back home to Walls, Mississippi, and telling everybody that they don't have to look at Brian Christopher anymore. And you know why? Because it's like Mama says.
It bees that way sometimes. We got to look at the Giant, don't we, Dave?
I think we do right here. You want to take a look at it? Just tell me his name and let him roll the tape.
The Giant Gonzales.